Thank you for watching. In today's video, we're going to be discussing Tokemak, what the Toke token does, how this is beneficial to the protocols like Alchemix, and how I'm using it to boost my ALCX rewards. Please, if you like these videos, take a moment, hit the subscribe button down below. It really helps the channel grow. What is Tokemak? This is a very interesting site here, Tokemak. What are these Toke reactors here? How does it work? How do I earn yield? Tokemak creates sustainable DeFi liquidity and capital efficient markets through convenient, decentralized market making protocol. This is accomplished through token reactors, where liquidity providers, myself, deposit tokens that will be deployed as liquidity to DEXs. Through this mechanism, all token holders can effortlessly earn yield and become LPs on Tokemak with single-sided exposure and without impermanent loss, IL risks. This is very interesting. I like that there's no impermanent loss over here, and I can deposit a single-sided token like my ALCX token and earn a reward. Tokemak is designed to be primarily used by liquidity providers and yield farmers. Any user can deposit single-sided assets into the network to be utilized as liquidity and earn yield in the form of Toke. So the yield that you earn, if I just deposit my ALCX token in here, I earn Toke tokens as the yield. Currently right now, if I just wanted to earn Toke tokens and I wanted to vote on directing liquidity with voting and earning on that end of things, I would earn 27% APR on all the ALCX I deposited in here.
Boom, bam, bop, bada bop, boom, pow.
DAOs can harness Tokemak's liquidity flow in order to strengthen and to direct liquidity for their project, offering an alternative to traditional liquidity mining. New DeFi projects will be able to inexpensively stand up their own token reactors and use Tokemak's protocol-controlled assets to generate healthy liquidity for their project from its inception. And market makers can take advantage of network store of assets in order to direct liquidity across various exchanges. And of course, this will help the exchanges because they can also leverage Toke's utility in order to gain access to deep liquidity in order to bolster their market making depth and lower slippage, making them more competitive versus other exchanges. Tokemak is the first protocol that allows for increased transparency and democratization of liquidity provisions, with the goal of becoming the primary vessel through which liquidity can flow freely and efficiently across all networks. How does it function? Liquidity providers like myself deposit an asset into a token reactor. LPs will earn yield on their single-sided asset deposited in the form of Toke. I've gone and deposited ALCX in here. Toke is the native network token that is earned through participating in the protocol. It's utilized for directing liquidity and governance. Toke also acts to lateralize the network, conceptually similar to Aave in this case, for the aforementioned IL mitigation. The impermanent loss risk is transferred from the LPs, myself, to the LDs via the Toke staking mechanism.
What number comes between 2 and 4, Beetlejuice?
25.
So Toke voters take on the responsibility for impermanent loss. Someone staking ALCX like myself will not see any impermanent loss, and that's very important to me. That's what makes this protocol very, very appetizing as somebody who holds ALCX wants to earn more ALCX. The Toke token is interesting to me. I don't really see a need personally as a small guy to vote where liquidity goes. I might be missing something. I might want to earn Toke. Please comment down below if you think I should be holding the Toke. But right now, I do like then depositing in Alchemix's farm and trading those Toke rewards for more ALCX rewards and allowing Alchemix to direct the liquidity to where it needs to go. You deposit your single-sided asset into the protocol, guaranteeing you won't see impermanent loss by transferring that loss onto the single stake Toke holders and directors of liquidity. Liquidity directors utilize Toke to control liquidity direction. They stake their Toke into a given reactor and use the stake as voting power to direct liquidity to an exchange of their choosing. Voting power from Toke in a given reactor is directly proportional to the amount of Toke staked and the amount of assets that specific reactor holds. I read this as I deposit my ALCX for Toke stakers to vote and direct where my liquidity is used on a very base breakdown of how it works. If they encounter impermanent loss, the toke stakers are responsible for eating that impermanent loss. Tokemak operates on a cyclical basis. A total cycle is set to 1 week. In its simplest form, users are playing a game of balancing the reactors. The reactors incentivize a balance between the value of assets deposited and the toke staked through a variable APY. And you can see that balance over here on the different APYs, and you can see the different levels of assets versus toke. So right now there's a lot of toke votes going to the ALCX reactor, and there needs more assets there, so the APY is high, encouraging more people to deposit ALCX into this Tokemak reactor. How does this help Alchemix, and why is it profitable for myself? This is very important. Currently, the ALCX token inflates with emissions that are paid to liquidity providers. Slowing down these emissions helps stabilize the price of ALCX and even allows it to rise. Currently, 20% of the ALCX emissions go to reward SushiSwap, ETH, ALCX pool, and renting liquidity there. As Alchemix bonds the liquidity for that pool, it can use toke to fine-tune the liquidity as needed and sell any additional toke votes to other protocols that might need the liquidity. So it's really important, and I think it's very important, that Alchemix continues to bond and own its own liquidity for a larger chunk of the liquidity, but to fine-tune exactly how much is needed at any given time, Alchemix and the protocol can use toke to vote on that finer tune of liquidity on top of what's bonded. And if you look at the Alchemix farming page here, if you just wanted to deposit your ALCX token and farm it single-sided, you get 37%. If you're willing to deposit on Tokemak, receive back TALCX, and deposit that TALCX on Alchemix, you can earn 65% APR. And to get into the pool, you deposit ALCX on Tokemak. Like I just said, you'll receive back TALCX. At this time, if you did nothing else and you just had TALCX, you would be receiving toke as a reward for staking your ALCX with Tokemak. You then need to stake your TALCX in this farm here on Alchemix, and you're exchanging the toke rewards, giving them to the Alchemix treasury, and Alchemix is giving you more ALCX rewards. It's a win-win for everybody. I staked my ALCX in Tokemak this morning and staked my TALCX in the farm. The Tokemak medium is a great place to get more information on toke and how it all works. Tons of articles there. Also the Alchemix Discord. Every Friday, 7 a.m. we're there. Fireside chat with the team. Tons of good information. Tons of learning and just going over different opportunities and what's going on in DeFi. Talking about all types of stuff. It's a great place to learn. If you made it this far, please hit the subscribe button down below. Leave a comment down below that says CheeseFi. Let me know you got here. Thank you. Have a great one.